This video is made possible by Mississippi Land Bank, where they understand the lay of the land in North Mississippi. Visit them online at mslandbank.com. Land Bank! Hey, what's up? Matt Wyatt here. Let's take a look at another SEC quarterback in the Twin States of Mississippi and Alabama. Matt Corral, Ole Miss, and he may be the best of the bunch, and played at times last year like the best of the bunch in that offense under Lane Kiffin. If you ever needed an example of the difference a coach, the right coach, can make for a certain player, depending on the system and the fit, just look at the difference that Lane Kiffin made for Matt Corral last year in 2020 and now going into this year in 2021. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a look at plays from Matt Corral in that Alabama game last year. It's the best defense they faced, and it was a high-scoring game, and Kiffin did a number on the Alabama defense, but this guy did too. Really played well, and I noticed some things about him I think you'll notice too that are keys to his success. We'll talk about those. Let's take a look. This is a play action pop to the tight end here example where I think Matt Corral is really good. He kind of anticipates and knows what's about to come open and how he needs to use a fake or use his eyes in order to make it come open. So if we watch this play here, go motion, look at the motion, and then throw to the tight end wide open. It turns into a huge play. And it seems like a lot going on. It's not really a lot going on here on the play. It's just you do have motion that continues, and they use that as a fake to their best player, number 8, Elijah Moore right here. It's essentially a 4-man front with one of those guys standing up. But if you look at this, so they send him in motion. And the back's to that side. The fake happens to that side. So it seems like everything for the defense ought to be going this way to the wide side of the field because the ball is on the right hash. When you roll it, watch what he does. Okay, so as he fakes right here, you got a couple things happening. One is we're going delay with this tight end. I'm going to initiate and delay release so that they forget about me and get open right here. That's how that happens. The other thing is with the fake, you're drawing the attention of play side linebackers or nickel defenders as well. But with the sprint motion right here, you're also drawing the attention of the linebackers, next level defenders on the play side. But he helps it with his eyes. Okay, he doesn't immediately come off the fake and immediately look to throw to a tight end who hasn't released yet. The timing and the patience here is important because after this fake, he's going to put his eyes right here on the motion, as if I'm going there. And what that's going to do, it's going to widen the linebacker and get his attention. It's going to widen the safety and get his attention. And that's why that tight end is able to be open right back here in the middle of the field the way he is on this play. We'll go ahead and go forward. See his eyes right there? It seems like a little bitty thing, but come off the fake, seat the football, and everybody can see right now he is in a position to throw this football to Elijah Moore. And that gets the attention of those next level defenders. You can see where the eyes are right here of that play side linebacker, not at all thinking about the tight end who's releasing. The defender who's next level to this side is actually going to stay out here on the hash. And again, it gives him a clear release right into the middle of the field. So not only is it an excellent design and call, but the fact that Corral is looking here, he's using his eyes to sort of manipulate the defense. And that's what good quarterbacks will do. Gets him open, put it on him where it's easy to catch. Now the throw, it is an easy throw. It's a simple throw, but it does require a little touch because with a safety coming over, this is a big tight end. You got pass catcher these days. You don't have 280-pound tight ends, but a safety's coming over, okay? And this is in the peripheral vision of this guy. He's going to know it. He feels it. And if this throw is high, he didn't want to have to get up. If it leads him back inside, it's a tough catch. You don't want to make him stop. And you also don't want to drill him with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball and bounce it off his head, right? You want to make a nice catchable throw where he doesn't have to struggle, easy for the big guy to catch it and turn and run, and that's what he does. So it's a very well-executed play right here. Turns into a sprint, and they run him down just short of a touchdown. Look at it from this side. See those eyes right now looking to the left? Again, watch the quarterback Corral. Comes in just like an RPO. I'm looking at a next-level defender putting the ball and seating the ball in the running back. He's looking at 8. Eyes are on those defenders, and then, boom, now I look at Elijah Moore. And when he looks over here to this side, everybody forgets about him. Nobody thinking about this tight end. So he helps to get him open by, using his eyes within the scheme of the play the way he's supposed to. All right, what's interesting about this is you're getting a very similar action but a different throw than that tight end pop we just saw. We're going to go motion back to the backfield from Elijah Moore and then send him on that same arc where he's motioning to the side of the back, and we're going to fake to that side. Watch Corral. So there it is. Very similar again. Fake to the back, and then immediately manipulate that defense, get up, make them react to the possibility that I may throw the ball to Elijah Moore in this motion coming out of the backfield. And all in the world that's going to do is, if we're trying to fake that and get somebody up this sideline, it helps to get a defender out of position, right? Bring a safety up, hold somebody here, something to make sure we get them out of position just a step or two. If we can get them out of their responsibility, I got a much better chance to make a play. So that's what he does. Use his eyes, look at 8, and then a little pump fake there to boot. That certainly doesn't hurt. We'll come back and look at the result of that. And now you get the one-on-one open without anybody able to affect it on the sideline. Chooses to go there. Bama actually defended it pretty well. Corner's in a good spot. This is a nice back shoulder throw right here. It's up, elevated. He's got a height advantage, height and length advantage right there. It looks like he's got him beat, doesn't it? I mean, guys like me, if I'm throwing it, I'm trying to put it up the sideline, let him run, go get it out in front. Right here, it's a big play because I've put it up, let him jump. Back shoulder throw, you get a big completion. A couple of things about it. I mentioned not poorly defended by Alabama. They go 4 on the front, 2, so you got 6 in the box right there. And then 2 safeties. I'm sure there's, a responsibility for one or the other to stay in the middle of the field. We'll look on the snap. But you've got man responsibility, and then 2 safeties. So you're 5 DBs and a nickel package right there for Alabama. And you watch, they do get kind of pulled up by the fake. Play side safety immediately stepping up. That's probably his responsibility. But when he sees this fake, he's taking off. Watch him. Boom. That little fake right there. And here he comes flying up there to Elijah Moore. That's going to be his responsibility in a man-to-man. Again, watch his steps. Watch that safety on the hash, his steps. As soon as Corral gives it pump fake. Boom. See that? As soon as he sees pump fake, he's taking off. That helps to get me a one-on-one somewhere that I can go to down the field. A little bit of a wheel concept right here up the sideline. And somebody's coming over. That's what I noticed, and that's why I said it was not that poor of coverage. You look down the field, you had initially that inside go, but the other safety coming over and bracketing that, so he's not open. So the one place you got to go is here, and it's either do I have him beat up the sideline or is it a back shoulder? They choose a back shoulder and make the play. Corral is not a stationary guy back there. He can move around. He's, I said about Bo Nix, Nix is an above average athlete, and I think Corral is too. On a dead run, on a sprint, I don't know that he's as fast as a Bo Nix, maybe not quite as thick, but he doesn't mind contact. He doesn't shy away from it. And he just moves around really well, runs really well. Show you an example here of Matt Corral being an athlete. He's going to go naked bootleg off play action. Right here, staying with it, show the ball, and what does he have? Naked means I don't have a lead blocker. We're unblocking the end man over here. We're simply hoping that he's going to go for the fake enough to allow me to beat him to the outside. It's an old concept. It's been around forever. He doesn't. Now, I think earlier in the game they got him, and they got these edge guys a few times on this naked bootleg fake to get him out. This time it's a really good player for Alabama. Anderson coming off the edge, who was just a freshman last year. He's going to be a big-time player in the league, and he sees it, reads it all the way. I'm going for quarterback. So he's really, the idea is he's really dead to rights right here after the fake because the end doesn't go. But this is Matt Corral being an athlete. Makes him miss. Most guys are going to get caught, frankly, right here. Most guys are going to get tackled. But he's an athlete. He's an above-average athlete. He's like a Bo Nix who right here is going to avoid this tackle. So it's a really good job by Corral. Eyes downfield, he's looking. This is not a dead run. Okay, in other words, I haven't made this first guy miss. And so now I'm just running. Okay, he's not doing that. He's actually, looking to find somebody to throw the football to, eyes downfield. Little pump fake as a defender comes, and now you're going to have to make another one miss. It's another really athletic move right there to make the second one miss. So this is a play using his legs, being a football player, not just a statue back there. And that's what makes him an exciting player and an effective player. Watch it from a different angle. Kind of see how quickly defensive end reads this. He's not going for the run at all. There's several reasons for that. I think one is defensive formation. He's not trying to fly down inside. When just a thought, but when you go trips over here and it sends so many defenders outside the hash, at least 4, and in this case, really 5. When you look at it, you got 5 defenders who are outside that hash because of the formation, wide side of the field, and he knows squarely, without any question, I'm the last line of defense. I am contained. I simply can't, even if the ball goes away, I cannot fall down inside initially. So the alignment on this, I think, actually helps him to know I got to stay outside. So he does, stays with the quarterback right here, and this is Corral being an athlete. Make the first one miss, eyes downfield, there's nothing, fool the DB, make him miss outside, and be an athlete. They used him on the move a lot, very intentionally a lot, to get people open and gave him a chance to run. Okay, here's an example of that boot. They're actually going to throw off of it. We saw an example of him running off of that naked bootleg action, but he does a good job with the fakes. And this is pistol, obviously, shotgun with the back directly behind him. Turn and fake, and put your eyes on it. It's, if he's lazy with this fake at all, if his eyes don't follow it at all, then you're probably going to get him peeling off quicker and better chance for the defender to make a play. This is a good job right here. Eyes on it, turn and find the back, flip it out there and make a big play. And then really nice job. He does a nice job off play action. Matt Corral's in his 3rd year playing college football last year under Lane Kiffin, and it obviously made a difference. He threw a bunch of touchdowns in just about every game last year. And prior to that, I think 14 career games prior to Lane Kiffin, he'd only thrown touchdowns in a few games in his career. It just made a big difference. And one thing is, you see little coaching points that he's starting to get, the timing of the play, the patience within the play developing, and using his eyes. Now, this is just an outstanding design of a play right here against cover 2. You got the tight ends, 2x2 receivers, 2 to the right, 2 to the left being the wide side of the field. But the tight end is the inside receiver. They're going to fake that screen to the wide side of the field and then get the tight end open in the middle, beats the safety, and there they go. And a couple of defenders knock each other off right there. But, you look at the design. So this is the way it looks to me, anyway, is 2 safeties in the at the top. They're going to try to play cover 2. Hard corners, I don't think it's man. I think it's just cover 2 in a nickel type of look. And what happens is they go play fake number 1, so eyes are in the backfield. He immediately raises up to a screen look right here. Now, I don't know if this is a built-in read for him, if he can read the screen and read the play side defenders, or if this is a straight call where we're going to fake this and definitely come back and try to throw it backside. I don't know what they've taught him on this. I just know that this action right here absolutely gets the attention of that play side safety. So look what's happening. Fake. Watch Elijah Moore, who's right here. Pull that defender. And when he looks at him, when again, using his eyes, it's a key for Matt Corral. Put his eyes on that screen, and what happens? Even though this defender is looking in the backfield hanging, that safety is coming downhill. He's thinking screen the whole way. We have brought him up with the fake. When that happens, tight end on the backside has come open. All right, so he's releasing into the middle of the field. This safety is about to run himself out of it. Tight end in there, it means this safety is going to have to try to run him down from behind. And we just got to make the throw. We've got what we want already on alignment and play call. Comes back to the tight end in the middle of the field. He's open. Now, what about the throw? It's a little bit behind him. It's not perfect. When you see it from behind, and we'll see that, you are trying to avoid a defender who's standing there in a throwing lane if we're trying to throw a line drive. Perfect world, do we throw it up, let him run under it where it's not even close? Yeah, maybe so. You're fortunate right here because the ball is behind him, back shoulder, and that safety just couldn't run over there and get a hand on it. He just kind of missed the ball. And when he misses it, he knocks the chaser off, and now we got a foot race that the receiver is going to win. Look at it from behind. It's really interesting. Kind of see what the quarterback sees. Safety up top, safety up top. We're going fake off a play fake, looking screen this way to get our tight end open off the backside. It's exactly how it works. You saw the safety fly up. His eyes, again, he's not impatient. Make sure you look, see the play out, let the defense react. Now come back to him after we've gotten him open. That's what he does. And then what about the throw? See, it's just a little behind. You got room to put that out in front of him. Ball is completed in the middle of that logo. If it were thrown right here to the edge of the logo, it's not even close. He didn't even have to slow up if it's thrown there. So it's not a perfect throw. It's just a completion and a touchdown. A little bit behind, but the safety can't catch up, runs himself off of it, and now we got a score. It's one thing I notice about quarterbacks when they really start to get it, and that is the ability to one little shoulder fake, pump fake, or turning my head and watching that back and bringing the linebacker out of there to get a guy open, using his eyes to manipulate the defense. Matt Corral does that. He's 2x2. They give him 7 in the box, rotate out of the zone. It's covered, and then he gets that pressure. So again, a zone coverage on 2nd and 22. They've covered his in route in the middle of the field. They've covered his back out of the flat. We can't see what's happening down the field, so it's covered. Doesn't want to throw a pick. He's on his own end of the field. We got a close ball game, and then pressure comes late. It's only a 4-man rush, but Alabama does what they do. They get pressure. They beat you on the inside. They're in your lap. And he's a good enough athlete to escape. He's thinking right here, I'm going to run. Now, again, his eyes will tell him, I got somebody coming here. I got somebody coming here. I'm not making all 22 of this right here. But the willingness to pull the trigger. He's a little bit of a gunslinger, and I like it. The willingness to pull that trigger. It's almost a no-no to throw that ball back in the middle of the field. 7 out of 10 times, something really bad's going to happen when you're outside the hashes. You try to wheel and throw it back inside the hashes. But he makes it happen. Okay, so improvisation, he's very good at that. And his escapability is really good as well. This is actually a really good throw. Right here, it doesn't get caught. I think his receiver's got to make a play for him right here. It's a good read, makes the right choice, but, I want to see that guy make that play. I know you're saying, well, it's not a perfect throw. He overthrew it. I'm not so sure. I mean, you get one-on-one right up here off the hash. He's widened a little bit. He's not standing on the hash. But the pre-snap read for him is pretty clear. Safety in the middle of the field. You notice he's like equidistant between these hashes, even though the ball's on the left hash. So they're just balancing their coverage. Going to put a safety in the dead middle of the field so you can cover both sides. And pretty clear, it's just man-to-man elsewhere, okay? 2x2 receivers. One of these backs in a 4-2 front. One of these linebackers is going to have the back in man-to-man. He knows that pre-snap and knows this is my best guy, second-round receiver, Elijah Moore. I'm taking that one-on-one and takes it. Push him up, stem him up, and then break to the outside. A couple things about it. Placement of the football. Again, I want my receiver to make this play. He's not really off the ground, so, whether it's timing the jump or what, but, I have a hard time calling this an overthrow. I really expect a receiver to get it. I think it's a really good throw where if you go up and you get that, you may hit the ground running, go high step, make one miss, and take it on into the end zone. I mean, it's not perfect, but you need your receiver to catch that football. He does get some late pressure. Maybe he feels that, but I still think it's a nice job delivering the football while you're about to get hit and a chance for a big play. Probably should have been caught. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. Got more coming your way. I'm Matt Wyatt. Hit me up on social media at Radio Wyatt. Thanks to Mississippi Land Bank for supporting these videos. Check them out, mslandbank.com. And for Mississippi Farm Bureau Insurance, Farm Bureau, go with the home team. I'll see you on the next one.